Hi, I'm Bobby, and today we're in Brighton, arguably one of Britain's most popular seaside getaway destinations. We're here to enjoy a 99, a walk along the pier, maybe a donkey ride, but mostly we're here to see some of the hugely popular independent ice cream parlours the city's got to offer. I'm so excited. I've barely left the house all year. What are we waiting for? Let's go have some ice cream. First up, we're heading to Boho Gelato, where since 2010, they've been feeding hungry seaside day trippers with delicious Italian-style ice cream with new flavours every single day. We've heard they might have a gin and tonic flavour, and it's almost 11:30, so I think we should go in and see what they're all about. So how long has the shop been here?
We've been here since 2010, so we are 11 this year.
What do your customers love most about the shop?
So they love the fact that we make all sorts of different flavours. We're more about a sort of an artisan's flavour selection, but at the same time we keep it fun. You know, so you will find sometimes things like birthday cake or carrot cake or custard cream biscuit, but at the same time you'll find, you know, pistachio with pistachios made from the pistachios we import ourselves from Bronte in Sicily. Well, I just love Brighton as a city. It's got a very, very young crowd, a very young vibe. Everybody's very creative, and there's a lot of diversity of the food and drink offering here, and I think that's what I like the most. The first stage is that we use the pasteurizer here to make what we call base, and that is basically milk, cream and sugar. Cooks for about 2 or 3 hours in there, and after that it's pretty much ready to use once it's cooled down. So what we do is we take that out, add whatever we want to it, be it vanilla or chocolate or caramels or fruits. It then goes into this machine, which is the batch freezer. And once that's fully frozen, we open the door here and it comes out the bottom, and then we actually add the ripples by hand. A lot of it is with, you know, like fresh produce and stuff like that. So we keep a really minimalist kitchen. With ingredients come in and then we use them. I've been working through my own mental list of flavours for, you know, that time. Plus we have customer suggestions. We collaborate with other restaurants or chefs and they give us ideas or requests of what they want. Everybody who works here, one of the fun things about working at Boho is that we will make your flavour ideas.
So exciting. So we went for pistachio and rose, which is made with fresh pistachios. And just look at the colour of this. It's the most beautiful light green. Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's sort of, you've got that floral of the rose that hits you first, and then it's just got this like nutty, a little bit salty richness. So clearly pistachio, not too sweet, which you wouldn't think, obviously being ice cream, but this is a good one. I'm glad he recommended it. Brits have been fleeing to the seaside for a weekend away for almost 300 years. Back then, Brighton wasn't even called Brighton, it was called Brighthelmstone, and it was nothing more than a fishing town. Dr. Richard Russell wrote a paper in the 1730s all about the benefits of seawater for your health. He then set up a house here in Brighton for all of his patients to come and stay, and there it is, the first ever seaside holiday home. Loads of people come to Brighton every year for a party, and we can thank Dr. Russell for that too. After he passed away, he made sure all of his mates could come and stay at his house, and those mates included literal royalty. George III's brother, the Prince Regent, came to stay and he fell in love with the town straight away. Brighton's popularity with the rich and powerful rose even more when the Prince Regent built this massive palace, the Pavilion. Now, if that doesn't show off Brighton's bougie roots, I don't know what does. It didn't take long before news of Brighton started to spread beyond the upper echelons of society. In 1840, the railway between Brighton and London was built, and for the first time, people could come down to Brighton to see the seaside just for the day. Next up, we're going to ARTBOX Cafe, the UK's first ever character-dedicated cafe. Think cartoons, characters, kawaii vibes. They change their theme every couple of months or so I'm excited to see what the theme is for 2021 and how they work those cutesy influences into the menu. Now, let's go in and check it out. How long's the shop been open?
So the shop's been open, well, we've opened our doors from the 11th of August in 2019, so just coming up to 2 years.
And where's the ice cream made?
So all our ice creams are made in-house, which is made by our very lovely ice cream maker.
What would you say are your most popular flavours?
So because we have our regular ice creams and our vegan ones. So for the regular ones, we have the matcha, the honeycomb, and the chocolate chip, which are the favorites. And then for our vegan ones, we have like the mango sorbet, we have the raspberry chocolate ripple, which is a personal favorite, and also mango sorbet.
And do you have any cool flavours that people are always like, whoa, what's this?
Yes, so because we are seasonal as well, like towards like say December, for example, we have like Christmas pudding or mince pie, mulled wine, pumpkin spice. So everyone's a bit like, wow. And like I say, like the Christmas pudding, chef's kiss, like it's so good.
Okay, so here we've got the matcha. It's good. It's got that like grassy, raw taste to it, which is delicious. I'm not usually mad on matcha, but it works really well with the ice cream. It's sweet. It adds that little bit of something extra. No, would recommend. Thank you so much. Look what I've got. So this is raspberry chocolate ripple. It's completely vegan, which will be interesting. And look at the little cute guy on it. Let's go in. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's so tart. It's almost like that candy raspberry taste. Really tangy and almost like if you could get raspberry Haribos, but in a really good way, obviously. So we've got dark chocolate, salted caramel sauce and fudge pieces. This again is one of their vegan blends, which is super exciting. It's rich. It's really, really good. It's quite light in colour, but it makes up for it in flavour. You've got that proper dark chocolate going on and dark chocolate and caramel. I mean, it's a classic combination. It doesn't really get much better, does it? But look at these guys. And it doesn't feel vegan, which is fantastic. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Pains me to say this, but the 99 isn't actually British. Businessman Dominic Ficino went to the USA in the 1950s, saw soft-serve ice cream and knew he had to bring it back to the UK. The Mr Whippy franchise was born and he started a fleet of the first ever ice cream vans in the UK. The very first ice cream at the seaside started in the 1800s. Vendors would sell what they called a penny lick, which was just a small scoop of ice cream on top of a glass pillar. Edible ice cream cones didn't come until the 1900s. Cadbury started selling their half-length flakes in 1930s. They were already ready to go when Mr Whippy started. What we don't know though is why it's called a 99. One speculation comes from a paper that used to circulate Cadbury's factories in the 1930s. It comes from a term that used to refer to the old Italian King's Guard. It was said anything first rate or extra special was known as the 99. Brighton's first pier, the Chain Pier, was built in 1823 and it was the third ever pleasure pier in the UK. Nowadays, you're more likely to see amusements and roller coasters at the end of a pier than a traditional theatre. The food hasn't changed much though. Fish and chips, fresh seafood, Brighton rock, and of course, ice cream. Speaking of bougie, we're about to go to the most extravagant ice cream parlour of the day. I'm excited, I'm a little bit nervous. Founded in 2014, this family-run business does ice cream, cakes, waffles, gelato that open right into the evening for late-night partygoers, which I'd like to think the Prince Regent and his mates would be pretty happy about. I'm excited to see what gelato flavours they've got and to meet the owner. Let's go. So, how long has the shop been here?
Oh, we've been here since December 2014.
What would you say are your most popular or your coolest flavours?
Oh, that's the most difficult question. We got over 100 flavors options here, and we got about like 70 flavors available on the board. But I think over a few flavors, they are the most coolest. The customers' more favorite flavor. They are like pistachio, Ferrero Rocher. And then we go Reese's peanut butter.
Are there any items on the menu that customers just go crazy for?
Sundaes are humongous, like people just love. We just love to see customers' reaction when we serve on the table. Oh my god, Sundaes are they're just like simply too good, yeah.
Going in. Some like shards of chocolate on there. That is a good vanilla ice cream. I just don't know where to go. There's so much going on here. I can't do this on my own. You're gonna have to have some. My happy Sunday dance. So we've got watermelon sorbet, completely vegan. It smells so good. That packs such a punch. Super fruity. And just look at that colour. I've eaten a lot, I've learned a lot, I feel very sick, but Brighton, you've blown my mind. Please leave your favourite Brighton ice cream spots in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hopefully we'll see you very soon.